Tonight, the great boomy war of 2020 is about to start tomorrow, as those that have been cyber-stalked and targeted are fighting back with help from authorities, with help from different Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Patreon, and other individuals. Finally, those who have had their voice stomped and their reputations dragged through the mud by lies, slander, libel, and threats are standing up to defend themselves and are going to be invading the great boomy war of 2020. There will be many casualties. In the end, who will stand? Will it be Kyle Curtis and Katie Joy, or will it be Boomer the Hut? Tonight, I will give you all the details on the great boomy war, what you can do to witness with popcorn ready, all of the things that will be happening, how you can help, and what you can expect to see. Hey guys, I'm too good at this live stuff. I'm too good at this. The last thing that any of you thought was going to happen this week was a full offensive being mounted against the Boomer Army. But that's exactly what is happening. A full-on frontal legal offensive against every troll group, against every Twitter account, against every YouTube channel, against every Patreon account that funds these things. Every single thing is about to be uber nuked. Super uber nuked. Hashtag No Rule Sunday. You got that right. You got that right, little bouncy guy. They got that right. Keep on bouncing, little bouncy guy. I'm not joking. This isn't me doing some kind of skit or some kind of joke. I'm literally going to update you with what's going on, because it's almost psycho. I didn't expect this either. It just kind of got brought to my doorstep Thursday or Friday, and then today I was given a green light to go and do this stream. So I will update you now. I will tell... Whoa, what's going on here? Thanks, my guy. You're too good to me. I will update you now on what this all means. I will be telling you what is going to be changing on the landscape of the internet. And if any of you think that this is some kind of... Thank you. If any of you think this is some kind of like unfair punishment towards people or something, no. Literally, this is just... Oh, hey, how you doing? This is just the people that have been put down, made fun of, slammed, stalked, lied about, slandered, literally denied debates. They will not debate on these subjects. so that they can have the evidence put in their face and instead hide in the shadows in these secret groups and these Discord servers where they sit and scream at Cheshire, make her cry in her live streams by yelling at her so much constantly, blaming her for all their problems just because she has a bejeaner. But either way, I'm keeping this family friendly. Either way, though, here's what's happening, and here's what you can expect to see throughout the week into next week, because I know all of you have been bored out of your mind. Everybody's been sitting here like, nothing's happening. Uni has gone back to doing mystery videos, and none of us thought that would ever happen again. This is crazy. Oh, did you really think I would let you down? Did you think it was over before even Kyle or Katie had a chance to fight back? Oh, they're fighting back. And let me tell you how. Right now, 6/14 of 2020. I'm your host, UNIRock. I gotta wake up busy. I'm gonna throw something. I'm gonna throw this e-cig thing at him. He's really small, so this thing's like 2 feet tall compared to him. This is UNIRock Live, hosted on the rockAlot, the only parking lot that's actually fun to sit in. It's a parking lot. It's called the rockAlot parking lot. I wasn't fat, by the way, Sherelle. Sherelle, I wasn't fat. I just had a puffy beard to make you think I was. It was a trick. Now everybody knows you like calling skinny people fat, because I shaved my puffy sides to show you how skinny I am. How do you feel now? Making fun of skinny people by lying to people saying that they're fatties? You've been exposed, and all I had to do was shave my face. That's how easy you make this. Okay, so here's what's up. Today is No Rules Sunday. Sunday here at UNIRock is where I get to do whatever I want when I stream. I still spend the whole day making my next extreme mystery video for you, which will be uploaded tomorrow. But, yes, you'll be getting it tomorrow. Everybody's been asking, when's the next video? Tomorrow. I've been working on it. It's going to be good. Better than that last one. Though, let me give you the full presentation. But before I do that, I've got to wake up my assistant. I'm going to turn the music up. You don't want to hear this. Wake up, you little dingbat. Come on. I'm doing it all myself. Get in here and help me. Get over to your soundboard. Get going. We'll rub your eyeballs. What do you need? Some caffeine? You need some crack or something? Hurry up. Hurry up and do your crack. Well, get off on that thing. Are you feel better now? Get on your soundboard. Music's too loud. Give me song 3. Yes, song 3 now. I don't care that you're now working at a liberal college and you're exhausted after a day of classes. Your main job is here at night. Deal with it. And why are you working at a liberal college? Busy? They're going to brainwash. Actually, you're going to be the one. You're brainwashing kids. You're brainwashing them. You proud of yourself? God. think you could at least be an anti-SJW like me. He's a liberal. God, liberals. I love Busy and I's banter, and I know you do too. So, officially, what is a Great Boomy War of 2020? What's going to happen in the Great Boomy War? Is it even real? Is Uni just making all of this up? No. I have been wanting to tell you this for days, and I literally am not good at keeping secrets. Every time somebody tells me to keep a secret, I end up saying the secret. I just try to keep it off YouTube, because then nobody knows about it but the people that watch me on Periscope. So anyway, I did give everybody on Periscope a lot of information in the last few days. I can't help it. I can't help it, man. I'm not good at secrets. Everybody should know this. Before you tell me a secret, just expect me to tell everybody before time's up. So, a legal defense has been mounting from the allies against the evil simp army. And this legal defense is real. And Kyle does have a lawyer. I confirmed this. I know that Kyle had stated that he had a lawyer when he was just talking to a lawyer, and that was used against him as the biggest lie ever told. It's amazing because now that the other side is busted lying over and over and over and over and over again, you can't get them to say a peep. But when Kyle said something like, I have a lawyer, when he was really just talking to one, it's just blasted all over the internet, right? It's so fair. The people are so fair in this story. So what is happening? Basically, the authorities gave these accounts pretty damn good notice to cease what they're doing if they didn't also want to be dragged into this. So I can confidently tell you there is action being taken against the accounts on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube that have continued to lie, that have not to give their opinion. There are a lot of people that give their opinion about all this stuff that's going on. It's completely different from those that are doxing, cyber stalking, being like sitting in secret troll groups and just talking about people's kids and family. That is where the authorities draw the line. You could probably sit and talk about how ugly you think someone is and all that all day. But if you're going to target their kids, I mean, why? There's already one restraining order out there elevated to the federal level. It is real. It is there. It's legal. So why would these accounts... Seriously, it baffled the mind after the restraining order. As you all know, if you were paying any attention to the story, that they were in there just attacking Katie's kid in that Facebook group. And on Twitter on these accounts. It's like they were kind of being like rebellious teenagers. Oh, we'll get in trouble if we sit and make fun of a little sick 7-year-old. But they are going to get in trouble because there are people, I don't know, I want to name who they are, but there are people that are involved in this story that honestly wouldn't have gave two shits if it would have just kept at the public people. But when the people brought in from behind the scenes, what do you expect anyone to do? Literally, when taking the Facebook group that does nothing but make fun of the looks and put down and shit on the mother is doing that, the mother's being a public figure, yeah, not much you can do. But when the kid keeps getting brought up over and over and over just to try to take digs at the mother or some shit, there is legal action coming. And there's legal action coming to accounts that are anonymous, that just sit there putting out their commentary or just sit inside the Facebook group pretending that their name is Tina or something like that. There is legal action coming. And I know this for a fact. Now, if you don't have to, I know there are people out there that won't believe me, and that's perfectly fine. I'm updating my audience, and I don't care what those that are out there that want to sit and talk shit and all that. You go watch another YouTuber and get updated from them. You don't have to watch me if you don't like me, obviously. But what about the non sequitur court case? And what about Kyle Curtis and what's going on with him? Well, I don't want to divulge too much, but He is going to literally take everything that mean, lying, scamming con artist of a boomer has, in my opinion. I can only give you my opinion because I'm not him. But my opinion is he is going to take every last thing that boomer has. Everything. He's going to take everything. Now, one thing that people may not remember is that there was the thing that happened to Katie was happening worse to Kyle before it started happening to Katie. And it was almost like Katie was the replacement Kyle because Kyle just went away. You know, he didn't have to stream on non-sec. He didn't have to be on the internet. And because he could just dip out of the internet, it started to bore the audience that Kyle kept getting attacked. He wasn't even there. It's like he's not even there to do anything. He's just still being attacked incessantly. Why do we care? We saw the first stream where you attacked him incessantly. He's gone now. Why are we going to watch you keep doing it? So once the views died down, that's when Katie was used as the replacement. When she started to blow up the first time, then she became a viable target. So Kyle does have a massive amount. He has at least an equal amount of evidence that Katie had in doing what she's doing. Okay? So I don't know if Kyle felt like taking action in some way, of course, legally or whatever, you know, to defend himself, to, you know, sue anyone that was putting him slander or libel or threatening him or whatever, you know, he does have that option. I mean, it just happened. It hadn't even been a year, has it? It's been a little over a year? No, it hadn't been over a year. It's been about a year. Yeah, it's been about a year. Oh, well, I'll check it, Detective Pikachu. I will check it. Thank you. I haven't been checking. I've been busy, so I'll get to your email as soon as I can. I will email you back when I get there. Thank you, though. Appreciate you. So, back to what I was talking about. The Great Boomy War, in my opinion, is going to be what happens out on the internet once certain people get letters in the mail or other documents being brought to them or stuff being served to them on a silver platter. The Great Boomy War, I think, will be the reaction from the very, very small group of people that support or that still simp and pimp out for the silvery, fishy side of the aisle. And I think that we've seen them be on the offensive. That's what we've seen for a long time. We've seen them be on the offensive. And we haven't seen Kyle or Katie go on the offensive. In fact, filing a restraining order is the ultimate defensive maneuver. You know what I'm saying? It basically says, I don't want to talk about you, talk to you, be around you, interact with you, see you. And therefore, you now should not be able to do that to me. That's the ultimate defense maneuver, right? I think that we've seen the way they react while they're on the offensive. Everybody knows that when you're on the offensive, you never fight as hard when you are fighting for your life on the defensive. So I do think that these groups will take it to almost a nuclear level once they see that this is not anything to joke with, that there will probably very soon be some anonymous accounts out there because of what they still have publicly showing, that'll be hauled into court pretty soon. At least that's what I'm being told. And I can't say that I haven't seen evidence that proves it'll happen. So you'll say, but why? How can this happen? This is all internet beef. It's all internet drama. It's not. That's the issue. The entire time we've wanted it to be an internet beef. What is an internet beef? An internet beef is where people respond back and forth publicly to each other and to what they're putting out publicly on their channels, whether it be Twitter, Facebook, or whatever. That's how you get an internet beef. I've got to fix my monitor. I don't care. I'm not doing it now. I have it turned on, my brightness turned up for my video game. I forgot to change it. Sorry, I'm leaving it this way, at least for right now. I can do this, though. Might help. It's not going to help. So you can handle me having a bright light shining in my face for a little bit, can't you? Okay. A normal internet beef is where there is one side and another. So one side puts out a criticism or a video. Then the other side responds. And then this side responds. Then it just goes back and forth for a while until eventually the internet has decided who the victor is and who the defeated is. And basically, the aftermath of it is that the victor has a lot of support afterwards, does their own content, and moves forward with a positive, a gain, and that the defendant or the other side of the whole thing, the loser, the one that was defeated in the commentary war, will typically experience something negative, like they'll lose some subscribers or whatever may happen there. All YouTube, all public, all Twitter, you know. Now, what's going on here is that they have put out constant bias-based content, right? That involves fake screenshots, that involves lies, that involves manipulations, that involves repeating things constantly, that involves doxing behind the scenes and secret groups, right? Secret screenshots, secret groups, and secret evidence, and all these things. Instead of the back and forth between those people involved, the giving their opinion, putting out content, they use these like kind of shady methods, so that every time there are videos put out showing the truth, that there are fake screenshots, that there are fake emails, that there are fake strikes, that these videos basically only because of what this person has done. Okay, we're gonna actually, I put that ball in the wrong spot. So this is the stuff that the red is the stuff that they are doing. So what happens is they put this big red mess of garbage there, and their hope is that when they put out content now, it'll stay within their echo chamber, bouncing off the walls that they cast out to only that audience that they've attracted. And then those who respond in defense against debunking this, their stuff will go out and just kind of bounce off the walls of the echo chamber, not affecting the people inside of it, because they have been propagated, they have been conditioned by the YouTuber to not watch the criticism videos. Those people harm us with their words. Those people hurt sweet heathen and harmed them. Oh my God. And all of that means that these simps aren't going to look at the evidence out there that proves that this is all a lot of lies and faked evidence and screenshots. So what happens is the restraining order stops them from being able to put up their barriers, and it stops them from being able to respond on the situation. And after some time goes by, all those little simps get pretty bored with what's going on, and eventually they end up seeing the content that was made that proves the lies that were told by the simp lord. You see what I'm saying? Not only that, though. Hold on. Not only that, though, but since this has been some kind of like locked down, behind the scenes, doxings and all this bullshit on the internet, the people that did those doxings have, let's call it IP addresses. I know they don't understand what that is, but there are ways of the authorities finding out who those people that are literally putting addresses out, and that is illegal. I know that the boomer side of the fence said that it wasn't illegal to do that. Yes, it is. There's a reason it's against TOS on all platforms. They didn't just share some detail about the other side. They tried to literally do doxing, which is one, instigate a lot of hate and a lot of bullshit towards the side that they are fucking with. They did that. They did all of the cultivated hate that they could. But then two, they released the address to the group of people that are all riled up hating that person, in the hopes that some of those crazy people go and mess with in real life the person they're fighting with. Now, you'll say this, but UNIRock, they didn't end up messing with her in real life. Well, they did, one. But we'll leave that alone. The thing that matters is they've put out the perception of it. So, when the family over here, Katie's family, the same thing happens when, one, they are either doxxed and people go fuck with them, right? The doxing, the address put out. Whether it happens or not, the same thing happens. They have to, no matter if somebody is going to act on what happened, they have to prepare for the inevitability. Hopefully, nothing ever happens, right? But they can't just sit and do nothing. They have to act like it could happen. So what do you do if the threat of it happens? You prepare in the exact same way. If they only put out your address and dox you with the big hate train around it, you have to prepare in that same way whether or not somebody has literally made a direct threat to come to you. So whether somebody gets up there and says, this is her address and I'm going to go there and I'm going to break her windows and I'm going to make them watch Steve McRae videos forever with their eyes duct taped open. You'll always see the boomer now. You'll always see him. Whether they do that or they just put out the address and have to wonder if they're coming, the same thing happens. They have to take the precautions. They got to contact the authorities. They got to have a gun so they can defend themselves. They have to make sure they have a security system. They got to install cameras. They have to have they got to get dogs and stuff like that so that regardless, they have some type of protection. And that is me only describing the worst part of the situation because we are not even thinking about the fact that they've already been calling their address. They've been calling their house. They've been calling the hospital. They've been calling the neighbors, and they've been doing a lot more things than what you hear about. A lot of the stuff that they do, they log it, they record it, they have put up ways of trying their best way to collect the evidence of it and turn it into the authorities. So a lot of it doesn't get broadcast out on the internet like everybody thinks it does. That's why inside the RO, you saw that there was confirmed to be harassing, threatening phone calls and text messages from the boomer because it was something that happened that was legally represented in the RO. Evidence of it was given to the judge so that it was marked in the RO, but it was never anything that we ever were shown or proven to. You get me? Because it didn't need to be given to us publicly. They had evidence of it. The judge saw it, and it was logged in the RO. So we can literally make this statement legally. Those threatening messages happened, and those threatening phone calls happened from the individual that was served the RO. So what I've described to you didn't have to come to this that's happening this week. It did not have to come to this. Because Katie has given every opportunity for this to stop. And so is Kyle, right? Kyle literally set terms. Back in the beginning, for if you don't know, because we're talking about two things. We're talking about non sequitur lawsuit and the Katie Joy Paulson situation. Kyle Curtis, in the beginning, offered Steve McRae an amount of money for the videos that he appeared in. And as I've proven to you with video evidence, he didn't want the money. He would not take the money. If I have to play that damn video again, I will. But there's a 2-hour video of him being asked repeatedly throughout where he wants the money, when he wants the money, can he take the money? Take the money now. We'll give you the books. We'll give you everything you want. Then we'll give you the money just so you can shut up and stop causing this fake drama. Because you're mad that you got kicked off the show, so you're causing a fake drama, when really, if it is about you getting paid, you can have your money right now, literally this very instant. And he says no constantly, right? Non sequitur, Katie Joy, the Great Boomy War. What happens tomorrow? You don't want to know, but I'm going to tell you. Here we go. Leroy, stop making fun of me. I'm just playing. I was mimicking a boom out, Leroy. I was trying to boom on you. Tomorrow, all week long now, this moves into the consequence phase. I'll call it the consequence phase. After everything that's happened now, warnings were put out. Like I was saying, Kyle Curtis told everybody, yo, we'll pay Steve. We'll let this all go. It doesn't have to go any further. It doesn't have to be a drama. It doesn't have to be a lawsuit, you know. And Steve forced it into the lawsuit. And in the same way, Katie Joy Paulson, I had to take a hit of my cigarette. Chill. In the same way, Katie Joy Paulson told everybody once that, remember when it died down in January and February and March? She was just planning on this all going away and everything being cool until the Sherelle's World thing brought it back. Now, though, the evidence of the troll group has been turned in to the authorities. That's a fact. I can confirm that. The evidence of the Without Any Crystal Balls commentary channel, Twitter, has been turned into the authorities. The evidence of the other accounts out there that have been doing similar things that do not show them giving an opinion, but them literally trying to continue a targeted harassment campaign using lies and using the other tactics that they use that I will not go into so that I don't go out on a tangent. All these things have been, not that they're going to be, they've been given to the authorities. That has happened, and results are coming. Also, when somebody gets a restraining order on them for the YouTube videos that they did, they just might have YouTube contacted with the RO so that they know this channel literally broke TOS for an entire year doing constant. Now, it wasn't just that channel. What other channels also did content that was facilitated the... Okay. McCrae did not just go on his channel to do the actions that led to the RO. He went on Red's channel, he went on Cheshire's channel, and he went on the Great Debate Community channel. He's done it on several channels. Not now, depending on what he did on those channels, whether or not they'll be turned, and I'm not telling you I'm doing any of this. I'm literally telling you what's going on out there. Because of this happening on certain channels, those certain channels are now part of the RO happening. And with this current campaign still existing, there now will be consequences going around for people that lied, that stoked the flames of this thing happening outside of the realm of opinion, but more in the realm of targeted harassment or cyberbullying. And there is now additional resources for people to use. There are now lots of organizations. There's lots of there's a lot of things Katie can do to get help with a targeted harassment campaign against her. And they have been exploring all the options. If they let one option, it's Polson, not Polson. I talk how I talk, mister. I'm just playing. But there are other avenues of getting assistance with this. There are literal organizations that are just made to help deal with targeted harassment campaigns and cyberbullying campaigns, especially when they're attached to SH. That is a qualifier for this that literally could qualify for help from different authorities or different groups. And every one of those authorities and groups should be, in my opinion, involved in this, and I've been told that many of them are being involved in this, including the Federal Bureau of Investigations. Now, one thing that the troll group did, the commentary Twitter account did, some of the YouTube channels and the secret Facebook group definitely did. Did I say that first? I don't think. Did I say that first? I didn't? Okay. You aren't paying attention, are you? So how do you know if I said it? Oh, really? You're not that smart. You don't have that. Your IQ is not that high. It's, God, more like 62. the Federal Bureau of Investigations is involved in this story because it's happening across state lines. And I didn't really know this, but the FBI does all the targeted harassment, cyberbullying shit that happens, the cyber stalking that happens gets handled through the FBI. I can't say this. I'm saying this because look, I guarantee certain people are only involved at this level because they were prodded and pushed by certain people to be involved in this level. And I'm just giving you whatever warning I can. I would feel kind of irresponsible to not at least try to warn you. The FBI is looking into this. It's not like they just started either, because you know and I know the FBI take a long time to do anything because they do it right. And it takes a long time to get warrants to pull records from these types of social media platforms. I don't know how many times I have to say it. If you're not fairly criticizing and you are targeting her with harassment, you should at least be warned. That's all I'm doing. I'm not telling you to stop. Do what you want. You are free to do what you want and free to deal with the consequence. Don't give him an easy way out. I'm just trying to be a nice person here and say that if you think that you're going to do this and walk away unscathed, you are not. It has hit the crisis point. And they are already involved. The FBI is already involved. I've seen evidence that leads me to that conclusion. Now, they're going to say, but you're just a liar, but you're just saying this to scare us. So we've got to keep going as hard as we can just to spit in your face, UNIRock. You said that when I told you there was a restraining order coming, too. You said that when I told you a restraining order was coming. Let that sink in real quick. That's what you said when I told you a restraining order was coming too. Now, what happens if the FBI goes and picks up one of these accounts? They'll just disappear. No, I'm serious. We don't know who they are. They're not going to make an announcement and tell us who they are. They're literally just going to pick them up and charge them and put them in jail. They'll have a trial and shit, but we're not going to know. We won't know unless the trial becomes public, somebody sees it, and then tells us. So for all we know, any of these little accounts would just blink out in the next couple weeks. I'm just saying, it's a possibility. 100% it's a possibility. One more time, I'm not saying that that'll be happen every time, but it's definitely a possibility. I've seen evidence with my own eyes that leads me to the conclusion that the FBI has been looking into this for much longer than anybody thinks. Why? Because when you go and look for what you're supposed to do when one of your family is being targeted with cyberbullying across the internet, go out and look and see what it tells you to do. Go out and look and see what it tells you to do. And go look and see who it says that handles it. Now, take a businesswoman and her family. Thank you, Leroy, with that diamond. Oh, baby. Take a business owner and their family that literally have hit it big with their business and making a boatload of money. Are you just saying the authorities aren't going to do anything? Is that what you think? But I'm protected because what I do is just an opinion. Literally, that's what he said too. I think you need to get some advice. So if you're hearing me and you are out there doing this, if you're participating in this, from a human being to another human being, do yourself a favor. Go get just a quick little bit of advice from a professional, not on the internet. Why not on the internet? Because you're not going to know if they're a professional or not. Be honest with them about what's happened up to now and ask them if you should be worried about getting in trouble for this. Because as long as you are talking to a lawyer or a professional, they're going to tell you yes. Why? Because there is a little 6-7-year-old boy that lives there and they were threatened. But we don't know if they were threatened. It's in the legal document, the RO. I pulled it on my screen and showed you guys on UNIRock too. I literally asked Nate Brody because on go to Nate Brody's channel where he shows the RO. Go find where the RO is pulled up and there's got check boxes going down the left side of the RO. Read the check boxes. That's it. I'm doing it myself right now. Because I know there's going to be these fools saying, but Uni's just lying to everybody, trying to get everybody scared and making them think that all this stuff is going. Oh my God, he's just a liar, that UNIRock. And I don't know why he always does this. He's always trying to warn us. You know, we don't need warned. The FBI doesn't. They're not looking into this thing. And Steve didn't get a restraining order. Everybody's lying. He never got a restraining. Why would he get a restraining order? Katie's the one that did it. Okay, right here. Followed, monitored, or pursued online, made right here, made harassing phone calls or sent harassing text messages to the petitioner. These checkboxes are literally what he did. You get me? Kristen, the kink shamer, thank you. Gabriel, this explains why the uploads and subs stopped. You know, I wanted, Wages World, buy a case of Mountain Dew Code Red on me. Love that stuff in your content. Hey, Wages World, thank you. Same right back at you. I was just looking at your channel the other day. Thank you. I appreciate that. You are too kind, Wages World. Now, back to what I was saying. I don't like patting him when he's this small. I feel like I'm going to squish him. I'm trying to squish him. Okay. Now, one more time, those people out there that think there's no consequences coming for the things that they're doing online. If what you're doing is threatening their life, their livelihood, and their children, or their neighbors' children, right? Then, yes, it does qualify for this kind of protection, and that's why this was granted. But the main thing here, this only says what he did. This isn't for the Facebook group. This isn't for those other things. This is literally for what he did. So, made harassing phone calls. But a phone call could be through Skype. No. It would say through internet or whatever. It has a different type of, in the law, it has a different qualifier for what a phone call and a text message is. This is saying with a phone. Harassing phone calls or sent harassing text messages to the petitioner. This is legal proof that he did this. Now, do you know what happens to people that call other people on the phone and threaten them, harass them, or send them text messages? They get in legal trouble, okay? They get in a lot of trouble. Now, you're going to say, what's that have to do with me? I say that Facebook group and every person in there posting things needs to go read what they said in that group, in the Facebook group. You need to go read what you said in that. I'm literally trying to help you. This is not a trick. Read what you said in that Facebook group. Here's an example. Somebody once said in that group, let me pull it up actually, because I know if I don't pull it up, you won't believe me, but it'll just take me a moment. All right. Oh, wait. When was this? When was this posted? 17 days ago? I want to see it. Damn it. How do I get this damn thing? Why isn't it ordered like it was earlier? Here it is. Yes, it can, Nikki. I will make sure she has it. Thank you so much. I'm sure she'll thank you. Okay, here's what I need, peeps. Oh, that's why I'm not in it yet. Okay, now here we go. I got it. Damn it, I'm stupid. Here we go. Got it. So do me a favor, secret troll group and the people inside it. If you think that you are consequence-free, you do know that this is a Facebook group, right? What does that mean? It means that your literal personal phone is being used to post this shit. This Facebook is one of the most spy type of programs that you can download. It literally is made to record what you say to each other. And I read that one, didn't I? Dragnot? Where? Oh, if you had a higher GT score, you could be a medic. Thanks, dude. Appreciate you. When are you going to come talk, by the way? You know you're welcome here. I know you don't like me, but if we talk, you'd like me. Anyway, here we go. Okay, so I invite you, if you're in that Facebook group, to read what you're posting and ask yourself, what does it sound like I'm saying with my phone? So listen to this one. You're forgetting why this page exists. It's to help Steve take her down once and for all. You're either with us or against us. Okay? Think how that sounds. Okay, but what about this one? Violence Against Women Act. So now she's talking 100% taking advantage. Oh, I read. That's not one. Making comments like, go get her, Steve, is likely not wise. So someone said in the Facebook group, go get her, Steve. How does that sound? You will say, well, of course I meant like go get her on YouTube, right? That's what you'll say. But we can only assume that you can only mean in the same way he's already been going to get her. And the way he's been going to get her is by lying about her on the internet, putting out her address, defending those who put out her address and why they put out her address, and telling people it's okay to put out her address, while at the same time instigating these big groups to hate her and go at her. So, you know, I'm sorry when you say go get her. How are the authorities supposed to take it? So I only was trying to give these guys the tiniest bit of advice because I'm only human and I put myself in other people's shoes. And I could say to myself, some of the people in this group are probably just a little brainwashed, like a little bit of that brainwashing's going on. Maybe they're taking their brain through one of those car washes that, you know, has all those sprayers and those things that go spin in a circle and getting their brain washed real good. You know what I'm saying? Somebody like this person saying, she's not a journalist. The article is completely one-sided. Poor me, Katie. Always a victim. Never does anything wrong. Even though the irony of this person saying this while the people that admin this group are literally the biggest victims that have ever existed on the internet ever, we'll lose that. This is just somebody that like has a vendetta, an internet vendetta against Katie. I don't think this person, I don't know. They could have said some other shit like, I want to go there and I want to I want to the shining her ass. I want to go the shining her. Well, for all I know, this person was saying that. Motherfunk, somebody in the group sent messages to the freaking hospital when she was there with her kid. They may have sent messages to, but they also called it on the phone. They also called the hospital. That's why the lawyer has escalated what they want to do with the group. A lot of the lawyer and all the people involved in this looked at this group and said the group will die down into probably just some basic criticism and some basic other stuff once the restraining order is served, but it's only gotten worse. And it's weird because these people that pop up out of nowhere, there are new members joining this group constantly. Not a lot, but a few here and there. Like when Chesh and Steve stop posting in this group, the new members start to come in and post, and they kind of spell the same spelling errors that he does and talk the same way he does and use the same. I'm not saying anything there, but my point is, for those of you out there that are in these groups, these troll groups, these secret troll groups and stuff that involve Katie, read what you're putting in it. Yeah, if you're putting some criticism in there, you're good. But what about that post you put in there that you deleted because you got worked up that night and you said something real jacked up, but you were like, oh shit, I'm going to delete that. It sounds real bad. Because I hate to say it, as much as you guys think you don't have to worry about anything, nothing gets deleted from Facebook. Nothing gets deleted from Twitter. And that's a fact. They've admitted that many times over. That troll group, you could delete the whole thing right now. And if subpoenaed, they'll provide the entire thing. They've subpoenaed to get the entire record of the troll group already. I'm just letting you know. The entire record is going to be put in front of the investigators. So let's hope that up to now, those of you in that troll group, maybe you will watch what you put in there. Because this all went too far so long ago. I'm done warning them. I know you guys don't like me trying to warn them, but some of the people in that group are just normal people. They're just in there hating on someone on the internet because they only log in here or there. And okay, I will take a look. They only log in here or there. And when did this happen? You got to be specific. You got to be really specific. You got to make sure you spell it correctly. And you got to make sure that you, when did this just happen? Like right as I did this stream? Yeah, is that, because wasn't she there? Do me a favor. Can you get a couple people in, yeah, oh yeah, we, Tarkovin tonight. Oh yeah. Here, I'm typing into the current live stream room. Can a few of you check and verify that this happened before I announce it? Now, you do know how easy it is for them to subpoena Facebook. I know a lot of people are going to say, but they used to have problems subpoenaing these big social media platforms. They don't now. This has been going on for years. Literally, it's become a normal thing at this point for law enforcement agencies to have to subpoena social media platforms because some part of a case typically involves Twitter, Facebook, or a phone and the phone records at this point. When they have a murder investigation, when they have somebody disappear, these things are commonplace. So don't think you're protected because you watched Forensic Files 20 years ago or you watched some new crime thing 10 years ago and they had to jump through hoops to get a subpoena to a social media platform so they could get records from a group once they have been proven and it's logged into the legal record that this is happening in the group. Personally, by my own opinion, I don't think they'd have a problem getting the log of this group from Facebook sent directly to authorities just in a day or two. But then again, I don't know shit about the law. I do know this. They've subpoenaed the troll group. I know that a couple people like Tina are probably going to have some issues because Tina literally put her address in that group with a picture of the house in that group with underneath it. As I've said many times, but I want you to know, I want you to hear it again because it's massive to the story. Also put in it, quote, she thinks she's safe. We've had their address for months. You get me? I agree. I agree. Especially in these kind of stories. Oh, I'm getting a response right now. Let's see if it's true or not. Wow. So guess what happened right after I said what I said 10 minutes ago? Turns out that I'll cut you Tina just tucked tail and took off again. Because Tina watches every one of my streams. Tina's watching right now. Tina heard me say at the beginning of this stream that they have subpoenaed the Facebook group. That it's a fact. See, Tina heard everything I just said about the Facebook group also. And now Tina just went bye-bye. Weird, right? Just one of those weird things that tend to happen. Because I thought it was just criticism. You're innocent, and it's okay to say we've had your address for months, you're not safe. I thought that was okay. Oh, I'm sure she's probably getting over to the Facebook account now, you know what I'm saying? Look at Katie's Twitter, okay. Will do. I don't mind. I like looking at Katie's Twitter. I mean, when you tell me to look at Katie's Twitter, I'll look at Katie's Twitter. When you tell me to look at Katie's Twitter, I'll just pull it right up. God damn it. I don't know how to pull up Katie's Twitter. She changes her @ signs so much. I don't know how to do it. Isn't that it? Oh, well, look at what was just announced about 5 minutes ago. I'm being overly nice here, but I have a heart and want to help people avoid getting in trouble. This week won't be a good one for a group that is stalking me. If you don't want to be involved in criminal or civil litigation, you might want to leave. You might want to delete all your accounts and just take off, because the internet sucks when it comes to saving things. I know you think that you can delete those Facebook messages, and you can, but it only deletes it for you. It stays there. Why? Because the authorities need to pull from these things if somebody gets harmed. It's just like every other thing out there, communication-wise. When you first delete it, sure, your deleted post might be gone in 5 years. Maybe, once the server refreshes, or if the server writes over something in 5 years. But it's a good point, Katie. Due to an ongoing legal situation, do not send me any information of anyone doing or saying anything about me. It's not helpful. My attorneys, yes, I have two, are taking care of everything behind the scenes. Now, Katie just said it, so I can tell you. Because some of the stuff that I know, I haven't been able to say. But I can say this. Katie has several attorneys. Because of good reason. Because she's not just doing the RO. She didn't just put that out. These attorneys have already been paid for. They're already taken care of. And they are going to get everyone out there who's not criticizing Katie, who is stalking Katie, threatening Katie, sharing her address, and they're going to have them face whatever consequence they can legally face. So you don't have to worry. You're protected by the law. If you didn't break it in regards to Katie Joy Paulson, you're good. But, bit of advice. Don't join Facebook groups that have to put in the title, not a troll group. Don't join Facebook groups that have to break their own rules with every post, right? Don't join Facebook groups where a older male is creeping on a younger female who's married because he's mad that she won't apologize for what he said to her. Literally. I didn't say that wrong. He's mad because she won't apologize for what he said to her. You get me? This is pretty massive. Now, when I told you that this story was like a YouTube, world record shit, it's not a joke. You get me? Hold up. Oh, wait a minute. My day consisted of morning with my family, hours of digging through my computer and piecing together a timeline of information from lawyers, then playing with makeup while my son colored and played with Play-Doh, followed by cleaning. Never a day off, still no groceries. I know what that's like, honestly. I know what that's like. Because I've been editing videos so much that I've been losing my mind. And I've just been sitting there at night rocking back and forth thinking I'm still editing a video. I must edit the video. I must edit. That's my night. Okay. Let's see here. All right, I got to close Katie's Twitter. I'll sit and look at it for an hour. So I've just shown you, rockAlot, we all appreciate you, my dude. Uni deserves so much heart from KJ. Obviously been such a good friend to her. You're our real fighter, our seeker, exposer of truth, lies, and realities. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But honestly, I owe it to Katie. I freaking got this story so wrong in the beginning. And there's, the internet and how we are on YouTube kind of like reflects live streaming reflects on us a little bit, because like It's a completely different thing. It's more personal. You're literally like in real time just talking to somebody else, right? And it really sucked for me to find out that I'd gotten the story so wrong in the beginning. Honestly, can you guys do me a solid, team? Can you make sure for me that that is true or not about that Twitter account? Because I really need to know. We got an update from the troll group. Remember when the police, 3 minutes ago, the police told KJ there was nothing they could do to stop her neighbors from talking about her to each other? Well, no shit, Sherlock. Nobody goes out of their way to talk to KJ. No one is harassing her. We discuss her lies with proof in here. This is crazy. This isn't crazy because you don't just discuss her lies with proof in here. See, the problem is your admins have been deleting things like crazy from this group. Maybe you guys should take a little bit of time to go out and look at the boomy leaks. How about look at the other things that have leaked out of your group that have people directly threatening her and her family? Or how about where her address got shared in that group right before and phone number right before people started calling her house and threatening her? What about her neighbor's address being shared in the group right before they called the neighbors and then released pictures of the neighbors and doxed the neighbors with the neighbor's kid? The problem in this story is that this is happening now and not at a certain point from a while ago is because of all of this harassment that's there. Yes, you might be talking about what you think is her lies, because the majority of the time when this Facebook group talks about Katie's lies, it's the most stupid, pettiest stuff you've ever seen. Like, Katie is saying that this dude, what he's doing online is a scam and linking why she feels that way. Well, they're in the troll group today saying that she is lying about the guy scamming somebody, even though there are many other people out there who agree that he is scamming people. And I don't know the story, whether he is or not. I'd have to look at it. But here's my point. They're saying that it's a lie for Katie to post that. That's called her opinion. You can disagree with her opinion, but it doesn't mean she's lying. And I think that that's the biggest point. The troll group just needs to broadcast the rockAlot live stream since they're all watching. Yeah, I know, right? But my point is, sure, maybe you were like out of like 50 people in that group, maybe you and a couple of your friends are the 10 people that didn't harass Katie, but she is being harassed. The members, the admins of this group have literally done the harassing, and it is on Twitter everywhere. You can just go look and search it and find it. So, yeah, I get it. You want to call Katie a liar. Okay, fine. But you have to accept that you're a liar too. You have to accept that because you're saying that no one has harassed her from the group, which is a bold-faced and complete lie. Okay? Okay. All right, let's keep it moving here. Hey, you're welcome, Ricochet, and you're getting more tomorrow. Oh, if you like that upload I did about the mystery, just wait till you see the next one, because I've put twice the work in, twice the editing, and twice the spadazzle. Yes, I said spadazzle, just so you know. Thank you, Big Sky. Now, let's keep moving. Well, it turns out that now Facebook isn't pulling Tina, I'll cut you. Does anybody from my chat want to go check and see if Tina deleted Facebook also? You know what's weird? Tina was an admin of the secret troll group. Remember, secret troll group that's watching right now. Remember Tina, I'll cut you? She was your admin, the one that doxed Katie in the secret troll group with her address. She didn't, I know she told all of you in the troll group that she redacted the actual address. She didn't. We have the actual post. Well, now it's in the hands of the attorneys and the lawyers that shows the address unredacted and says underneath it exactly that Katie thinks she's safe, lol. We've had her address for months. That post alone from an admin Look, if it had come from a non-admin and the non-admin would have been banned and that post would have been deleted, you'd have an argument. But think about this. According to a certain boomer, Tina Alcucci was the creator and leader of that, the owner of that group when she posted Katie's address. It represents the entire group when the owner of the group does that. Especially when, after it happened, her house was fucked with. The police have it logged. But I don't believe her. It's logged. Go ahead. Just like you don't believe the restraining order, I know. There's an RO out there from the guy that is an oh, I needed one thing from my peeps. Can you put a little thingy of who the people are that are admins for me again, please? Oh, yep. Tina just deleted her Facebook. I've just confirmed it. Tina, hey, secret troll group. I know you think I'm a liar. I know you're watching right now because you guys are talking about my stream right now in the troll group. Why did your admin, who was the literal owner of the thing for like months, who just passed it to Boomer McWhitehair, why did your admin just delete her Twitter and Facebook when I made the announcement that the authorities are taking the history of that group and pressing charges for it to people that deserve it? Why did that happen? Why would that have happened if... Oh, we got to look at this. Holy shit. You cannot argue this. You cannot win this argument, troll group. Look at who is a moderator. Look at a moderator is the lady that doxed Katie on Twitter last week. Shared her address, literally then said, oops, did I just dox her? With a little emoji. Doxed her and then went, oops, did I dox her? And then you got Manya is a moderator. And, well, look at that. That right here is enough for him to violate the RO. Oh, that's right. Katie just filed for him in violating the RO too. Now, one more time, that's not where he's at right now. He's just laying low right now because the RO, he's embarrassed to show his face on the internet. Why did Tina Alcucci just delete Twitter and Facebook? Why is the doxer of Katie, proven doxer of Katie, a moderator if your group isn't what... You know what? You know what I'll do? I'll just wait to see what the courts say. I'll just wait and see. Keep posting there, though. Keep posting. Oh, no. Ashley J, you're not half of a troll. You are a troll. You're just a troll. Oh my God, you got to see this. In speaking about me, they're talking about me. He always spews shit from his pie hole that he can't back up, or that makes him look like a hypocrite along with KJ. He called me a half of a troll once. No, you're a whole troll. If I said half a troll, I just read the teleprompter wrong. You a troll. whatever that means. Lol. It means you're a troll. Because you're a troll. You like to lie and run around putting a standard on everybody that you yourself don't follow, provably. Just saying. Do you put your opinion out publicly? You don't? Oh, you only do it in this little group now, huh? Right. Right. You ain't a troll. You ain't a troll and everything's gonna be okay. Nobody's looking in that group. No, none of the authorities are actually looking in the group. You guys are fine to say anything you want. Hell, I wouldn't even think about what you say. Just type stuff. Just type everything that your mind thinks. Troll. So, it seems that the Boomy War just started even earlier than I thought it would, because I thought the Boomy War would start tomorrow. But it started today. With this video, the troll group and the rest of the trolls out there are so defensive, they're hiding accounts, deleting stuff. Some of them are saying that the group doesn't harass Katie at all, and that everybody's a hypocrite who says this. The law disagrees. The law has already served an RO on this and escalated it to the federal level. But inside the troll group, they said that Katie escalated it to the federal level. No, that was the judge. Sorry to say. So, let's get back to the Great Boomy War of 2020 that looks like early shots are being fired. What is the Boomy War? What's going to happen this week? What's going to happen after this week? How can you help? Let me hook you up. Tina has restricted public access to her Facebook account. Thank you, Dragnot. Interesting. Well, technically, now we can log this, because I'm going to be documenting the Great Boomy War of 2020. So, literally, the chat room of, not the video, not this video, the chat room of this video serves as the initial engagement. Yeah, we'll call it engagement of the Great Boomy War of 2020. So, Boomer is probably going to come out of hiding this week, I would assume. And I don't think he'll be able to make it far without responding to the things that are going on, because he's going to be facing law. I'm not going to tell you who's suing him. I'm not going to give you any details there. He's going to be facing multiple lawsuits from different people. Some of his generals, some of his lieutenants, some of his captains in the coming months will be facing literal subpoenas, or they'll be called in to be questioned on the events surrounding the Great Boomy War of 2020. Because those that have been attacked mercilessly for over a year are finally fighting back. And they are waging the assault, the first war front. They are moving their troops up in the Great Boomy War of 2020. Moab goes Boomer goes underneath like a roach, says Gabriel. Now, Kyle is going to probably need to pay his attorney, and I don't know if he's going to run some type of campaign or not. Personally, I think he's thinking about it from what he's told me. I'm going to meet with him tomorrow. I've asked him to meet me tomorrow and find out what his final decision is, how he's going to do it, what's going to happen there. Now, he has told me this, that if he allows people to... Come on, ding dong. Come on. That if he allows people to help him monetarily, he will not be taking any of the money himself, and it'll be given directly to an attorney. He will be releasing more details as the week goes on, because this week, there's going to be new filings. one more time this week, there's going to be new filings. Now, I know the troll group says I'm a hypocrite and I say things that aren't true. They said the same thing when week before the RO happened. I told you that an RO was happening and that it was going to happen, that it was already going to happen. I said that and it was true and it happened. So I don't know how you can make that statement about me now, but okay. Now, also, Katie is going to be filing additional things. Your butt is right in the cam. Is this what you want for your life? Your butt's in the camera. Is this what you want for your life? You are cute, but don't put your butt in the camera. No. You should. The claws are terrible. There's no declawing around here. I want to show you a video that I did today. It's really cute. So anyway, now Katie has already announced what she announced. I just read it to you. I'll read it again really quick because I got it right here. So I want to read literally what Katie's doing, and I can only tell you that Kyle will be filing things. I'm not going to exactly go deeper because I want him to be the one doing it. You get me? And I'll misspeak if I'm not careful. So before I get into the two filings that I know of, the two or more filings that I know of that I'm not going to reference specifically, that I'm only taking from the things I will show you why I'm saying that myself, I want to show you what happened today when a toad hopped up to me on my porch. Now, I scratched the toad thinking it would hop away and run, but it turned out it likes me to pet it. His name is ToadieRock. Well, his real name's Simon, but we call him ToadieRock now, but he's a permanent fixture of our porch. He likes to eat... Oh, did I play the wrong one? I didn't? Oh. He likes to eat all the bugs that run around outside. So, you know, he's pretty good at cleaning up. He's pretty good at cleaning up, outside there, so... Anyway, ToadieRock, the newest addition to UNIRock Studios. What are you doing back there, crazy? You're gonna break something. Where were we? I'm being distracted. I'm not used to being distracted. So the two things I need to tell you. One, just so I give you actual reasons why I'm saying what I'm saying, because I never back up anything I say. I'm being overly nice, but I have a heart, want to help people avoid getting in trouble. This week won't be a good one for a group that is stalking me. That's the secret troll group. If you don't want to be involved in criminal or civil litigation, which you will be if you post there, you might want to leave. And shoulder cat in the making? Oh, yes. And I didn't even try this time. My old cat, I always put it on my shoulder. This one just goes there. Due to an ongoing legal situation, do not send me any information of anyone doing or saying anything about me. It's not helpful. My attorneys, yes, she has two, are taking care of everything behind the scenes. Thanks. So behind the scenes, she has taken, well, she hasn't done anything. She's made her videos. It's the attorneys that she's paid have combed through the internet and grabbed everything that's been said. Because even though certain Katie said check her Insta. Okay, well, let's go. Shit. I'm going to need this from my Discord moderation team. Can somebody grab whatever is on Insta and put it in current live stream? And if it is a video, then we might need a link. And also, you might have to download it and get me a video in there. Will you stop talking to me? I'm streaming. You're worse than busy. What have you been doing? What have you been teaching that cat? Oh, your tricks. You've been teaching it your tricks now. Good job, Biz. Monster in the making here. If you guys can grab me whatever's on Insta. I just realized if I try to go to Insta, it's probably not going to work. If it's not a video, but let me see. Shit, if it's a video, I won't be able to see it because it won't let me pull it up. Damn this Instagram. God. Oh, shit. It is a video. Hold on, I might be able to play it. Because Navy, I think you just got it. I think you just got it, buddy. Hold on. Yep. We got it.
Okay, so I'm just going to jump on here and just say this really, really quick because I don't want to scare any of my followers. That status that I just put up is not about Tyson Gardner. It's not about me being in trouble. It's not about me at all. If you are a new person to my channel and you're a new follower, I'm so glad that you're here. If you don't know, I don't talk about it, but I am in the middle of a lot.
Shit. Wait. Oops.
I don't talk about it, but I am in the middle of a lot.
Come on, Insta. Come on, Insta. Let me see if I can do it like this. Hold up. All right. No. Oh. Wait.
That group will be, you might not want to be in that group because things are going to be getting, I can't say very much. I'm just saying that, like, I have multiple attorneys and both of them are working and it includes that group. And so if you're in that group,
a judge and attorneys are going to be seeing what you post.
That group.
She's actually being nice telling you this. Because she doesn't have to.
Group will be part of court. So you might not want to be in that.
You don't have to listen to her. You don't have to. You can still post anything you want there. Post away. Post to your little heart's content.
Group, if you don't want to get subpoenaed or have to testify or if criminal charges come. So there's already a criminal attorney involved and a criminal case that's happened. So there's also a civil case that's happening. And
ooh, whoa, baby. Okay, I didn't think I could say it. She's suing Steve, baby. Oh shit, Boomer, you got your wish. He asked politely for her to sue him. She's suing ya. You're getting sued. You're getting sued. Sued. You're getting sued. Boomer getting sued. Great Boomer War 2020. Great Boomer War. Getting sued. Great Boomer War. Facebook group. Great Boomer War. The judge is looking at it. Getting sued. Sued. Is she going after Sherelle and Perry? Time will only tell. Happy time. Celebrate. Happy time. Celebrate. UNIRock's petting the toad. Ooh. I'm petting the toad. UNIRock toad. UNIRock toad. Do what, Busy? I wasn't petting. What do you mean? Why was I petting Steve? You sicko! I was. Oh, that's a dumb joke, Busy. My God, you make the dumbest jokes. He's a cute toad. Stop insulting my toad, you asshole. I'm sorry about that. Busy's being mean to the toad.
And so, if you're a part of that group, you might not want to be in there, because not only is the criminal component a part
You made me snort, Biz. That was cute. Thanks. I
of that
appreciate
group,
it.
There's also civil legal laws that are all through there.
Yes. Let me explain. Those of the secret troll group that are watching my show right now while pretending not to watch my show while posting about my show at the same time. Put on your hula skirt, Busy. Oh, okay. Can you take the thong off next time? Wear a normal pair of underwear. That was really creepy. You don't want to see Busy in a thong. He's just a piece of bread. Okay? He's just a piece of bread. Relax. There are civil laws that are being broken there, because what you're posting, unfortunately, I know some of the posts might be opinion, but a lot of the posts are literal lies that are being framed in a way. Everything that's being said out of her mouth is being posted there in a negative way. That's not fair. There should be people saying something that is questioning it or asking for why it has to be in the most negative way every time something's said. But what you're not understanding is that you're publishing it into that group. You're publishing these things into the group. And then you're sitting there like, I'm not doing nothing. It's like, okay, maybe you think that when you type, she's lying about every word that comes out of her mouth. Complete lie. She just lied again. Yep. Her opinion on that, that's a complete lie. That's not her opinion. Wait, no, that's not it. No, I'm saying it is her opinion, but it's also a lie. Her opinions are now lies. You know, at a point, maybe after a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 months of this happening, maybe, yeah, if she wants to file a civil suit and have you stand in front of a judge and prove how she lied, maybe that will be good for you, because I can't figure out where she's lying 99.9% of the time in those posts. We've been posting the evidence that she lies, though, Uni. We post literal evidence of it in the group. But if you click, that was a good impression. I know. I'm getting good at that. I can imitate that Facebook group like there's no tomorrow. I get a job doing that shit. I'm gonna be a voice actor. Shut up. It's my show. You may think that you posting the most negative take on everything she says, calling her a liar, every word that comes out of her mouth for a year isn't weird. Unfortunately, normal people think you're obsessed cyber stalkers.
I can't, again, share a lot of information. I'm just not, I know that.
I mean, shit. Even I'll give Cheshire credit for the 3 things that she's ever said in her life that actually make sense.
There's a lot of people in there that are not doing anything wrong.
This is a comedy show. The Facebook group is serious. This is a comedy show.
And so if you're in there and you're just like lurking for your own benefit, just leave.
Yes, I would agree. I think by now you probably aren't going to get in any trouble for lurking or get any type of thing happening for lurking. I'm just saying. And look, you don't have to listen to us. Fuck it. Go in there and type. I swear to God, type to your literal heart's extent everything that pops in your brain into that group. Tell them what you had for breakfast, even. I don't give a shit.
You don't want to be in there when things happen, because it's not going to be a good place to be.
No, it's not. Now, she can only say certain things. I'll try to help fill in the blanks with what I think she's trying to say. See, some of the stuff that's typed there is an obvious threat. But it's not an obvious threat. We're just on Facebook expressing our opinion. Okay, well then why, what does her address have to do with your opinion? What does her phone number have to do with your opinion? What does her child have to do? But she talked about her child on her show. That's the thing. If you're going to say she can't talk about her child on her show, you're not just saying that about her. You have to take what she did and said and then look out at everybody who did anything similar to her. You're literally devaluing 10% of YouTube, the top earning YouTube. Do you know the biggest channel on YouTube under PewDiePie for a very long time was Ryan's Toy Review, where a 7 or 8 or 5 or 6, I don't know, where this kid would get up and take toys that were sent to him by companies and play with them while his dad filmed the kid. And the dad would do a lot of videos talking about the kid, how the kid was doing, what the kid liked and stuff. The problem with your criticism of Katie, literally just talking about her own kid, which anyone everyone is allowed to do if they want to, you freaking weirdos. You talk about your kids, don't you? Why in the Samuel H. fucking stuff can she not talk about her kid without you guys accusing her of, what was it? I can't even remember. It was so ludicrous. Shit like, she's trying to profit off of her kid, and like, you shouldn't be able to talk about your kid. No, you shouldn't be able to talk about other people's kids. You should be able to talk about your kid if you want. I mean, shit. Sorry, this is a really, really harsh comedy show. You're just going to have to deal with it.
Because it's all going to be, you just don't want to be a part of this. I promise you. And I'm not even trying to threaten you.
She's not, definitely. Do you really want to be subpoenaed to appear in court? I don't think anyone really does.
That's not even me being like that. It's
Why would I get subpoenaed to appear in court just for being in a secret Facebook group, Uni? It's crazy. Because you were a witness to what was going on there, one, and other people like, oh, I don't know. Let's choose. Oh shit, did I close it? I hope I didn't. Nope, I got it right here. Hold on. Like I showed you earlier, Dave Allen said, why this page exists is to help Steve take her down. Hold on, I should do the voice of this person. You're forgetting why this page exists. It's to help take her down. Steve, take her down once and for all. You're either with us or you're against us. That is not an opinion. That's some scary shit right there. How about Tina Alcucci saying what she said that's been logged, backed up to the Wayback Machine, the Internet Archive, that has been turned into authorities, where she showed her home, her address, and then literally said underneath it, hold on, I gotta remember what she said before I imitate her. We've had her address for months. She thinks she's safe. We've had her address for months. She thinks she's safe. Give me a cigarette. I need to smoke more, not less.
It's just literally, it's going to be a very intense week. There's a lot that's going on. There's a Facebook group that has been stalking me and doing a lot of things that have been interfering in my life off of Facebook. So
I'm not sure why it's hard for them to understand. Some parents share their kids' baseball championship, grades, etc. Why, when your kid is special needs, those things will come in? Yeah, why can't she seriously? Her kid is special needs. She has to do things because the kid is special needs. And why in the Sam fuck, you're literally saying that parents can't talk about their kid doing what their kid does. But she talks about her kid's special needs stuff, Uni. It makes her exploiting the kid. It doesn't. It's because if the kid didn't have special needs, or she was lying about the kid having special needs, maybe, but she's not. Literally. The group said she was lying about it, though. See, that's what harassment is, Secret Troll Group. Do you realize that McCrae himself, Silvery Boomer himself, along with Tina, were literally saying that the kid wasn't sick and that Katie had Munchausen's. They deleted a lot of this. No, we didn't delete anything. They did. They went on a freaking deleting campaign before they tried to make the group public for about an hour before they made it unpublic, because they got mad that people actually joined the group and said things that were the opposite of mean to Katie. You know, like calling out all the lies and bullshit that people were typing about Katie in the group. Now, one extra point here, secret Facebook group members. If you are so good, what you're doing is so righteous, why isn't it open right now? Why aren't you petitioning in your group to, one, not have it be secret and hidden, and two, to have it be openly joinable? And why is it every single person who says any nice thing about Katie gets kicked out of that group? If the group is about Katie and she says something that people agree with, why can't that be spoken about in the group? It doesn't make sense. Why aren't Katie's defenders allowed to be in there putting rebuttal against what the people are saying? Because you guys aren't posting any of this publicly anymore. Back when you had some other people, other YouTubers logged into sock accounts, typing a lot of stuff underneath your tweets, you guys loved to post this stuff publicly. But now you guys shy away from it. What about Sherelle and Perry? I don't have any update. I know that Sherelle and Perry lied about Katie. And if Katie, since she's already got the attorneys, wanted to include Sherelle and Perry in for trying to damage her business. See, here's what has to be proven for slander or for one of the things, defamation or whatever. You got to prove that you actually lost money. Because the whole result of the lawsuit isn't, you can sit and lie about people and you're not going to go to jail. But if you're going to lie about people with the intent of damaging their business, which is what Sherelle and Perry did, it would be extremely simple to prove that they had the intent of damaging Katie's business with what they said, especially with accusing her of the whole racist stuff, accusing Katie and me of hacking her Sherelle's channel and all that and all this crazy town bullshit. Honestly, though, if I sued Sherelle, I'd have to pay Sherelle because Sherelle got me like 200 subscribers by fucking with me because all of her people who she sent over to my channel watched my video, saw the evidence that Sherelle was lying, and then subscribed to my channel. So, you know, I don't want to have to pay Sherelle any money for advertising. I'm not going to sue her myself. Maybe Katie will, though.
That's, you know, I can't say very much, but
I wish I was joking.
But again, my attorneys are both working that group. And so you might, if you're in there, I'm just trying to be like if you are lurking in there, if you are.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know how that you've twisted things like that Ashley person and the others. You guys can post what you want. You can say what you want. You can lie all you want. Here's the deal, though. People don't have to, when you type something, people don't read what you say and then think, that's the truth, yay. No, they look at what actually is going on, and then they try to decide whether you're being honest or dishonest. See, some people are stuck, Janine, thank you, and yeah, I agree. Some people are stuck in the mind space that if they type something, people reading it are going to just read what they say and be like, oh, wow, that's how it is. That's not how anybody other than psychos on the internet look at things. Everybody on the internet knows that it's a person typing something. They can lie all they want with ease because they have no real world penalty to their bullshit. You get me? So when we see something on the internet, we don't just believe it just because it's typed there, right? I mean, the one reason why people used to believe the media is because some of the media had a habit of actually posting what was really going on out there as the news. And you could look at it and not see an opinion, not see anything else other than the proof of what is going on. That's what the news is. What we've had is our news replaced with the opposite. Full of opinion, full of political sided bullshit. This is the issue. People stopped trusting the news once they realized they weren't getting the actual. Now, who are you in that group? Who are you on the internet? We're all nobody on the internet. We're no one. So why does anyone think that just because it's written, there's a standard of the truth or standard of proof? Now, I can look at the troll group. I can look at 99.99% of what's said there and see that they're taking an opinion of Katie's, trying to frame it as a lie, and then pushing it out there and making fun of her while doing it. So I don't respect your group at all. I think you're just a bunch of elementary school childish people that have no, baby, we got a donation while I'm broke. Thank you. I'm kind of broke right now, so thank you for the donation. Let me look at it right away. To say thank you, I will look at it right away on streamlabs.com/UNIRock Live. Somebody said this. Great stream, bud. Take care, Suge. I love you, buddy. Thank you. Give us another commentary soon, Suge. We loved it. We desire it. We pine for it. We need it. I'm not kidding. You did a great job. Give us another commentary soon, man. There's not enough content out on the internet. We need more. I'm not even kidding. So anyway, when like Miss I'm going to call her Trolley from now on. I don't want to use her name anymore. It's Trolley from now on. Yes, I'm talking about Ashley. I won't say her middle name or last name, whatever it is. Trolley, just because you type it does not mean we believe you. We've got to look at the actual group and then make up our mind by what's in the group. And when we see the group not putting a shred of evidence ever, you think linking to Katie is evidence that she's lying? No, linking to Katie and then showing another piece of evidence, another link, another picture, another post, another something that shows that she's lying might help, if not multiple things after. But you guys have never done that in this group. This group deserves what it's getting. I mean, shit, I am telling you right now, I've been on the internet for a long fucking time. I've done my show for a long time. This group is one of the biggest, most culty, most brainwashed ass groups, or they're just trolling. And yeah, I do think you're trolling. I think the people that are close to the boomerfish are in a cult or brainwashed, but I think that the ones in this, most of the people in the Facebook group that are not very close, thank you, Nadia. That's right. Ooh, boink, boink, boink. Most of the people that are in the actual group that aren't very close to the silverfish, in my opinion, they are just in there trolling, like you, trolly, because you're typing things that are just not true. Now, again, how many people in that group actually support the group? And how many people in that group are faking it? How many people are in the group that are lawyers, that are investigators, that are law enforcement, that are typing things when you guys post to try and see how far you'll go, how crazy you'll get? How many are they? Because I can guarantee you, it's all been in there for a while. Now, when I look in that group myself, being a long-term member of that group, when I look in the group myself, I personally see nothing but a bunch of bitching. No evidence. Literal bitching about her opinion. Now that, what is that called when you hate, okay, when you want to turn everything she says negative just because you don't like her? What is it called when you do that? It's called targeted harassment. Well, I know you don't know what it means, and I know just a few days ago I explained it, but let me say it one more time, just because they don't get it, please. Targeted harassment. It means that you'll look at what your favorite celebrity does. Your favorite celebrity calls out somebody for scamming in the exact same way that Katie called somebody out for scamming today. Every condition is, let's just even pretend like it's the same thing. It's the same situation. You will look at that celebrity who says that that guy is scamming in calling out this thing this dude's doing, and you'll look at the celebrity and you'll say, yeah, you go, you call out that scammer, you call out that bullshit, get it. But then when Katie posts a post saying that it's a scam, you'll take what Katie said, you'll go into that group, and you'll talk shit. And you are doing that. Another example is a concept. You will take the actions of one person doing something like, oh, I don't know, McCrae playing the victim for 5 years, especially in the last year, especially around the RO, and especially around him losing his YouTube channel soon, playing the victim about all of this. McCrae doing it. And you'll never bring it up in this group. Even though he's an admin and posts in there regularly, you'll never bring it up. But Katie, though, if she complains about something happening to her or gives an experience, all of a sudden it's the worst thing that's ever happened. Provably, factually, you've got McCrae deserving what you guys say in that group for the majority of what is said, and Katie not yet. You're targeting Katie with the hatred, with the evil, with the nastiness, with the she's lying and she's all this shit, while letting him slide is the absolute perfect example of targeted harassment. Every other person in the whole world, literally right next to you even, can do all these things. But when she does something that's less as severe, you turn it into this horrible negative thing about her. Perfect example.
In that group because you are trying to just spy, if you are in that group because you are involved in things that aren't good, I would dip. I would literally dip. You don't want to get involved in what's about to happen. You really don't want to be involved. It's very serious.
I think that certain people in that group aren't who they say they are. In fact, I know they're not. And I don't care. You can be in there with a sock account that was just created after the original accusation happened on Facebook. You can be in there with that account. But don't think we don't know who you are. Don't think we can't look. 2020, the year that a silverfish was skewered by his own actions. He literally flipped out of the ocean and jumped into the damn... What's that called when you have that little spittle thingy that you turn? This silverfish swam right up to the beach while somebody's cooking and just leaped his ass up into that thing. Skewered himself onto the skewer and then started rotating and getting cooked.
And like things from that group are parts of criminal and civil cases.
So the group now is not just being looked at with a civil case. It is being looked at with a civil case. But the group is also being looked at by authorities investigating the criminal actions in the group. Now, giving your opinion is fine. If your opinion is that Katie's wrong about an opinion she's given, if you want to state why, if you want to do all, that's cool. Making fun of her kid, though, is harassment. Her kid has nothing to do with any of this. But she brought her kid up on her channel once. I can bring the kid up in this group. Bullshit. It's not your kid. It's crossing the damn line. And every freaking investigator out there either has a kid or has seen a kid hurt very badly. And a lot of bullshit that happens to kids starts with this kind of shit. You get creepers in your group that are in there creeping their ass off because they're old school creepers that like to treat women like shit. You get everybody in there bringing these kids up, bringing these women up, and you get a damn group full of old men pretending to be female young avatars on Facebook, literally just skeezing in the group all day and night. And thank God the ones that are doing it are actually going to be held to a standard finally.
So
actually something interesting to bring up. I've been thinking, I feel certain people think they are protected because they don't live in the US like KJ and McBoomer. How does this work? I'm not sure, but it doesn't mean that they can't face consequences. I'm sure that the United States can just send a packet over or just file something. I mean, literally, there are ways to do it. It's happened many times in the past, but it's a good point. ProLib. Good night, everybody. Great stuff. You rock a lot. Thanks, my dude. Appreciate you.
I'm just like, I know that there's a...
Katie can't touch her hair or have a drink of water without them acting like she hurt somebody. They are completely psychotic. It's the truth. That's what makes this group, not some group giving an opinion about her. That's what takes the group as a bunch of people talking about something on the internet and takes it into something wrong, is because it doesn't matter what Katie does. There's literally nothing that she can do that they will look at and say, that's okay, she can do that. And it's what differentiates it between some opinion group or some reaction group or some fan group turned hater into a group of literal harassers. That's the difference.
A lot of people in that group that are not there for other reasons, and I don't want people's names to get attached to things in the event that like subpoenas or injunctions happen, because those could be happening. So if you don't want to be part of a court case, you might want to leave. And I'm honest to God saying this, like, I'm not, we will be okay. Thankfully, we have what's called a restraining order. The court did get us a restraining order.
Yeah. I've got 2 links if you want to support us. Streamlabs.com/UNIRock Live. That link allows you to send a message to me that I'll read out loud if you donate. And I've got a PayPal link that'll just allow you to donate if you don't want to send a message. Both of them are in the chat.
So my family is safe in that respect.
Will do.
But we are still dealing with a lot of other stuff right now. And so damage to the business, damage to my reputation, all fabricated based on...
Thanks for everything. Great videos, great live stream, excellent chat community. Thank you, August. It is why we do moderate our chat, because we want people to give opinions on both sides. Somebody who wants to give an ill opinion about what we're talking about, a different opinion, a harsh opinion, it's allowed. You can't break TOS. You can't try to start shit in the chat. If you make a claim in the chat, we're going to ask you to kind of back up your claim, look, on both sides of the fence. And that's why we do it, because it creates an atmosphere where people can type in the chat what they think without being kicked, or without, even if you don't agree with me. Now, the issue comes if you're going to try to start arguments, harassing, if you're going to talk shit, you might get kicked. I don't moderate my chat. I have moderators that do it. So if you ever get kicked for anything and you want unbanned, just email me. I have an automatic unban system. I only leave people banned for 24 hours. If they get banned, then I unban people. Anyone that asks, I don't ask questions. Unless you broke TOS and I've been notified, you'll get unbanned. So she's saying inactive members are at risk. Listen, I wouldn't say that anyone's at risk that's in the group. I think she's saying to be safe, get out. She's telling people if you're in there, okay, here's what's up. Let me just spell this out. And this is kind of important. So there are at least half the accounts in that group, if not more. I would go as to say more. If you look at who posts there in the last couple weeks, there's definitely way more people there that are just watching than there are even discussing. And if you look at how many people are there that will face some consequence for what they've done in the group, it's a pretty small percentage of them. But what she's saying is, for those people that joined the group to watch, to archive, to take screenshots, there's no need now because authorities are handling that. So if you are in there taking those screenshots, she's saying you might want to take off. Now, of course, I'll stay in the group because I like pulling screenshots for video content, for my documentary and all that shit. But and for people in there who've been and never said anything in the group the whole time they've been there, I don't even think you got an issue. But she's letting people know. For those of you that were archiving for Katie or watching it because you were worried that they were going to say something again like doxing her, doxing someone else, ordering somebody to go to her, or ordering somebody to take an action, that is being monitored by the authorities at this point, and therefore it doesn't have to be. There are people that have been monitoring that group in case that shit happens again. Now, you've got people like Trolly Loli Loli in there who says she's only half a troll. No, you a whole troll. Sorry. Though, that wants to post propaganda in the group. And they go in and say things like, this group has never doxed anyone. This group only gives opinions. This group isn't harassing. I think those people should be held to some standard, but I don't know if they will or not. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I doubt it, honestly. Just though, if you are one of the people that watches the group that worries something's going to happen bad for Katie and it could be caught early and handled so that it doesn't happen to her kid or something, you don't have to worry. The authorities are handling that.
On inaccurate lies. I know, I feel like I never get a break either. I don't really care about people that talk about me and they criticize me. Like, if you don't like me, totally fine.
Now, here's the other thing. Why doesn't that ever make it into the group? Because I know for a fact Katie does not give a shit if you criticize her. She's even went on Twitter for people that have criticized something she's done and talked to them. So I don't even understand this bullshit. It is a complete propaganda campaign at this point because they've been challenged to debates. These guys have been challenged to debate me, right? That's why McCrae won't debate me. It's why Red's Rhetoric won't debate me. Yes, Red's is in that group, and it's why he won't debate me. Other members of that group will not debate me because they cannot. I have the evidence that proves what I'm saying is true. Those of you that watch me know it. Those of you that haven't seen it need to go to UNIRocktv and scroll down till you find relevant videos either about this group or about the Katie Joy situation. If you want to go right now and see everything that's happened up to now and have literal proof put in front of you so that you don't have to guess, you don't have to wonder if I'm bullshitting or not, watch my videos on UNIRocktv. They're all there. It documents everything that happened. But luckily, I'll be putting out a full documentary that will be edited, written, and put together in the same way that my last video was, that's going to detail what happened to Katie Joy and show hard evidence for every player in the story. Every part of the story is going to be historically archived, and that way maybe one of these YouTubers that are pretending to be one of these accounts or one of these people inside this group, maybe they're going to try to do it to somebody else now that they can't do it to Katie anymore. Because some of them are going to get restraining orders. Some of the people in that group, Tina, I'll cut you. Tina. I'm probably going to get restraining orders very soon, just like Steve did. And if you think that, I don't know, let's just use Tina as an example. Tina saying literally one thing out of the hundreds of things that she said that could be given a restraining order. The posting of her address multiple times while saying she thinks she's safe. Well, we've had her address for months. Just little things like this. Well, they aren't little, they're massive. But in the scope of what she's said and done, it is just one little drop in the pond of everything that she said about Katie that was false, threatening, or harassing. That's what happened here. She's got like a minute and a half left. This is the perfect time for me to explain another part of how what they're doing is not criticism and why. I need a drink. I can't keep talking. I need a drink. I need to text somebody. Can you grab me like a Mountain Dew or something? I need a drink. I've been talking too much. I need to wet my whistle, if you will. Every time I message my girlfriend, I try to act like a big dork. I try to say things that when she reads it, she'll go, dork. I've been doing it for 10 years and I'm not gonna stop. Now, Trolly Lolly Lolly. Ashley Trolly Lolly. 0.5% skim troll? I don't think so. Whole troll. No, she'll want it. It'll be in the next UNIRocktv video. Watch and see. So, Ashley Trolly Lolly Lolly, if you were just criticizing Katie, if that's what you were doing, you would be discussing what she does publicly. Why, thank you. Your cat is pissing me off. I'm just playing. I love the little fucker. It's really cute. It tries to, like, when I'm laying down in bed, it jumps up and tries to get right up here and it rubs on my beard and then it bites my beard and tries to go like, and I go like, ow, quit biting my beard. That's what I say. Okay. A criticism is taking things that she's talking about, the opinions that she's giving, these things, the actions she does, and actually explaining what she has said, how it differs, how you differ with her, where you differ with her, why you differ, getting literally like deep into the opinion around the subject. But that doesn't happen in this group. I've got the whole goddamn thing archived at this point. I've done entire streams showing the group and what they say and do. I've tried to understand the group back months ago. I tried to go in and look at what was being said in the group and put it up on the screen and say to myself, how is it that these guys feel this way? How could I also feel this way? And all of it stops way after any criticism. It's a lot of stuff about her appearance. It's a lot of stuff about how she talks about her child. How do you, Trolly Lolly Lolly, get to make rules for how she talks about her own child? If we were to go by the rules of this group, nobody would ever be able to bring up their own kid because they literally got mad that she monetized a video about her kid. That's what YouTube is for. That's why you make the video, to monetize it. A personal experience, an opinion on something, whether it's a MTV show or whether it's your child or taking care of your child, the things you face in life, the way you feel about God. I mean, I could go on forever, literally listing all the different things that it's perfectly fine to talk about and to monetize. It is your choice what you monetize. A monetization, by the way, if you take away monetization, you take away your ability for your video to be in the algorithm. How does this make sense that she can't monetize a video talking about the struggles that she feels raising a child with disabilities? You're literally taking away a massive portion of YouTube at that point, but you don't mind You're not going to go bring up Gabby and how she's done it. You're not going to bring up one of the other 600 YouTubers that did it today that have big channels that monetized it, and you're not going to hate on those people. But you are going to say that Katie's a scumbag for doing it. Then you're going to insult the way she looks, the way she talks, the way she acts, and you're going to make fun of her for the rest of the posts underneath it. And then you're going to say that you're not a troll you're not a troll group. You're just criticizing her. Everybody's crazy but us. We all know what we're saying. Nobody else gets it. That type of shit. It should be literally obvious just by reading what you post, what you're saying, and what you're doing. It's your fault that it's not. But especially, I don't know. Do me a solid. Do me a solid, y'all. Can I get my peeps to start pulling some shit out of that group, put it in current live stream room? Let's solve the mystery. Is it a troll group or is it a criticism group? Pull some clips for me, guys. Those of you in Discord, grab me some clips of that group. So they take what Katie posted about the group and say, but they already subpoenaed the group, so what difference would that make if somebody leaves? Laughing face. She explained it fully. What do you mean what difference? She said what difference it would make. The fuck are you talking about, stupid? Do you have no comprehension skill? Can you not hear the words coming out of Katie's mouth? I am a dork and I'm proud of it. Okay. I never made any threats, only posted screenshots of her own shit posts. So, okay, yeah, and you do you hold yourself to the same standard that you hold Katie to, right? Okay, making sure, because you're a troll group if you don't. She's a public figure. We're allowed to have an opinion, and nobody's going to bully me out of leaving it anywhere. Nice try, Katie. Nobody tried to bully. This is an example of right here what this group does. This is an example of it. So, take a good hard look right here. So right here, they're trying to put out this narrative that she's trying to bully people out of posting negative opinions about her. In the very video, she told people to criticize her all they wanted. I just played the clip. Right? 1. And 2, nobody's going to bully me out of leaving anywhere. She didn't try to bully you out of leaving. But this is the narrative you want to push. This is what they do to everything that Katie says. Now, the whole thing about Katie warning people that lawyers and authorities are looking through this group, pulling the record of it, and actually taking it further now that the group has gotten even worse than it did before, right? Like Katie's, when they first subpoenaed the group, they didn't plan on taking it anywhere. They just had the thought of seeing what was there, looking through it, and maybe stopping if the group didn't get worse. The group has gotten worse. And there is a really good theory of why, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. Laugh my ass off. Exactly. They give her a hard time for speaking about Jeffree Star, along with half the internet. Thank you. Thank you. Exactly. So this group is a group of targeted harassment. They don't take a topic. They don't take something like the counterpoint to what Katie says. Immediately, Katie's a horrible person for what she said about Jeffree Star. No one else is a horrible person, though, if they hold the same opinion. Exactly. And then Katie can go fuck herself, says Tennille. You can, too. That's exactly what you're doing in this closed group. That's really all you're doing. It's called masturbation. That's all you're doing in this group. Masturbating with your friends about how much you hate with your Katie hate.
But literally, like, doing malicious things to, like, hurt a business or to defame someone. You don't want to get a part of that.
You don't, actually. That's true. And yeah, some of the people in that group might not have to worry about it because they're in another country or whatever. There will be people, though, that face consequences. And I thought the other people in that group were your friends. You just don't care. They're only there for their Katie hate. They don't give a shit if one of their friends goes down. They don't give a fuck if they get ticketed. They don't give a shit if they get subpoenaed. They don't give a fuck what happens to them. If they're okay and they can still post their hate, then they're good. If you don't fall back, you fail to mitigate loss, and that will get you in more legal trouble. KJ is trying to mitigate loss.
So
I don't know. I was just reading what you said. I don't understand what you said, but you could retype it for me if you want. You don't have to. I tried. I'm just don't get it.
It's been a very insane year. I've spent a lot of time working with lawyers for the past 2 weeks. My life is all with lawyers. So I just am doing my best to, I haven't said a word, and I feel like I'm keeping it really high level. And I'm just trying to like help the people that are the laymen's in that group that are not doing anything.
So even though this is what she said, the group still takes it and says, she's trying to bully us to get out of the group. She doesn't want you to get out of the group. She wants you to post your ever-loving ass off every little thing you want to say. Post away. That's not even a joke. She wasn't even talking to you. She wasn't even talking to any of you guys to sit there and harass her in that group. She's talking to the people that don't.
I'm just giving you a chance to get out.
Why did Silverfish stop doing streams? Thought he had started a new non-Katie weekly stream. He's completely finished. I'll talk about that in just a minute if you'd like me to. I have try not to talk about Steve Rule, but since he is part of this stream with the issues that we're talking about here with this new developing stuff, we will talk about him right after this.
Like if you don't want if you don't want to be a part of it, just like leave. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you get involved in things and you don't even realize what you're walking into. This is so much deeper than what you think. So you just, I'm just trying to help you leave. So
you heard what Katie said here, right? You literally heard her say she's not talking to the whole group. She's specifically talking to the laymen in the group. They cherry pick every stream, every post, everything that comes out of Katie's mouth and try to turn it into something that affects them negatively so that then they can go in and try to make her the bad guy, which in their mind allows them to behave the way they do and think that they are doing something good, that they're not scumbags, that they're not literally just sitting in there bitching about another human being's opinion constantly, wanting it to be silenced. As it was just shown, we are here to take Katie down, Steve told us, right? So let's take a look at what people were saying about this. Literally trying to make fun of the fact that the FBI has had to get involved in this. But they are involved in this. Well, regardless if you want to joke about it or not, they're involved. So, okay. She can't sue people for being in a group. She didn't say she was. This is why this group is fucked. You guys are so... It's to a point where people know you're trolling her. You see, when normal people look at what you're saying and they literally see something that wasn't said by her in there, this is the issue because you guys are trying to take the others that are in there and get them also to hate Katie and think she's a bad person. A lot of the people in there in the group aren't going to go watch it. They're not going to go watch what she said or look at any part of what happened. Though, these cherry-picked little things that these guys are pulling and then reacting to here are going to convince them that Katie said she was going to sue the people in the group. You see how this works? It's how these guys have operated the whole time. The most that can happen is the group will be taken down. No big deal. I don't care either way. You really do care, though. You care because you've been in here posting your ass off daily, constantly even. Do not take the group down. In my opinion, at least, it'll only reinforce her thought that she can silence people with fear. F that. Jesus fucking Christ. You guys are so gone in the head. Maybe you all deserve to be shitposting together in this group. Well, you would if the admins of the group hadn't doxed Katie, threatened Katie, talked shit about how she was faking her son's illness, how her son really isn't sick, how her son doesn't have autism and she's just pretending her son does. These things are the things that got this group into trouble, that it was being said by the administrators and being allowed to stay in the group and to be propagated. Get to pretend like it's not a big deal. It doesn't matter. Tina went in and deleted all that shit she said about a month ago, and now Tina's not the admin anymore, so this group is fine. No big deal, right? Well, how is she trying to silence... Okay, so she's silencing the laymen that don't talk or post by telling them that they might want to leave now. That's silencing the laymen that aren't even talking or posting. Wow. I only joined last month. I've never seen or made any threats myself. What does that have to do with this, though? So you watch the entire group. You haven't seen any threats since the last month while you've been there. You realize the only reason that this is all happening is because of what happened in the group before now. She had to make the decision about getting legal help with this group months ago to get the legal action working now and to have the restraining order filed. So the shit that happened that caused the legal action that you're speaking about happened way before a month ago. The admins are so dishonest that they went and deleted it. You'd be able to scroll down and see it if they wouldn't have nuked it. What else have they said and done here? So this ding dong says, everything she accused this group of doing, she does for a living. Really? I thought you guys posted actual evidence of things. Why don't we see any evidence of the claims made here? Mitigation law principle, a party who's suffered loss has to take responsible action to minimize the amount of loss. Oh, no, I know what mitigation is. I just didn't realize Katie was doing that, but it's a good point. It's a good point. Though, she does for a living. I don't believe anyone from this group has called the police on her like she has done to people she is covering in the past. How much fun would they have actually confirming all the shit? It's already confirmed. What do you mean? This person's actually been in this group a long time. So this person has literally seen the stuff that happened way, way, way back then. That was this person who said that, oh, you can't see them. This person said they just joined the group. This person, on the other hand, has been in this group a while because I've seen them in there before. So you've seen the threats. You've seen the doxing. You know what happened, but you're saying it didn't happen. Gotcha. We get it. What sucks is that her lawyers only have what KJ had picked and chose what to give them. No shit, ding dong. Why is Katie going to grab all that other junk and give it to her lawyers? The thing is, the doxing, her address, the shit about her son, the shit about her husband, the shit about her home, the shit about her neighbors, the shit about the son going to the hospital, and the orders to call, the orders to message her, the people she works with, the orders for people to go and leave comments on Sherelle's first stream with Katie, which is in one of my videos from this group by Steve McRae. All these things are the things that matter. All the other garbage in the group doesn't matter. You guys are allowed to give your damn opinions. Go form another group where none of that other shit happens and all you do is to give your opinion about Katie. You can talk all the shit you want in a different group. But this group, because of the crimes that happened in the group, provably archived, saved, already given to a judge, already turned in, already there. Those things are the reason that this group is having this issue. It's the reason this is happening. There are people in this group that saw her address, saved her phone number, and now anytime something happens, they do harass Katie. Calling the hospital that her son was in was harassment. Calling Katie's home was harassment. Calling the police in Katie's town that's not any criticism, and you know it. And because if any of the stuff that happened that I just named, or any of the other stuff that's considered harassment from this group happened to you, you would be on the internet begging for people to pity you and help you. It's just how you guys are. Provably. Lord have mercy. She's repetitive. She said the same thing like 4 times. It's because, oh God. During a live stream, especially on Instagram or Periscope, there are a bunch of new people that come in and a bunch of people that leave after they hear what you've said. And when you see that happen as a live streamer, so that you can keep people coming and going and keep your viewers, rolling through, you purposely repeat things. This is another thing here. You guys not knowing what's happening and what she's doing and how this all works. You act like it's some fucked up negative thing she's doing, and you guys bitch about it. But it just makes you look stupid. It makes it look like you're not thinking about why she would be doing that, or if there's a reason for it. Some people have been harsh about her appearance and whatnot, which I don't agree with, But to be honest, I've never seen her address posted. It doesn't matter if you've seen it. It's been posted. The posts are saved where it's happened. It's not even just happened once. It's happened multiple times. I would have bailed immediately. But you're staying there in the group now. It didn't happen that long ago. I've never once seen it. The only thing I saw was a pic posted by Tina from a PM that had everything blacked out. So you didn't see the original post that didn't have everything blacked out. So you didn't see it. It's there. It was there. Tina deleted it. Why are your mods deleting this stuff at all? Right? Criticism of how a person looks is not defamation. While it's not a nice thing to do, it's not a crime. As for the address, the only address I ever saw in Twitter was the one her business is registered to, which is available for absolutely anyone to see on the internet. That doesn't make it legal to share it on Twitter. It doesn't make it legal. You're not allowed taking somebody's address and sharing it just because she had to register her business there. You get me? You seeking it, if you read the definition of doxing that Twitter and Facebook and YouTube uses, it is against TOS and it is against the law to share it in the form that was shared.